my lips are feeling numb like that.
The business of entertainment is vast, fast, and furiously incomparable to any other. Best believe there is no business like showbiz. Takes years to master and seconds to lose. There's the bounce back, and only when you're driven by passion, focus, and vision can you achieve it. Balancing a relationship in our modern times is already a challenge, but doing it while the world watches can be likened to extreme sports. Tivo and Salma got their recipe to success, and that's worked for them as a brand. These two are strong individuals, each independent in their own right, but together they are unstoppable. They prove time and time again with their Sky Music Group and many other businesses as well as projects that the sky is only but a starting point.
Hello everybody, this is Entertainment Exclusive. My name is Mary Wanda. I'm super excited about the guests I have today. I call them #couple goals. I mean, they are goals. Welcome everybody, Tivo and Salma.
Hey.
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
That was so kind.
Good. No,
great.
seriously, you're #couple goals.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna start with you, Tivo.
Yeah.
While you were living in the US, you you also DJ'd.
Yeah.
And then back here in Zambia, you're now the current president of the Zambia Association of Musicians.
Right.
Please tell me, how does one get from DJing to president of an association like that?
What? Do you have a few years in your time?
No, just like the major events that.
Oh man, gosh, I'm an artist, and so I do a lot of different things. I'm in film, music, I've done television, and so through the whole process, I've always kind of found myself being involved in many different things. And when I came back home, I saw a need for certain things that I felt were missing in the industry that I thought I might be able to help with. And that's just how I decided to get involved, and here I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's your experience been like from the time you started? I think it's 2018.
Yeah.
You got into it.
2018. Yeah. It's been interesting times. Interesting to say the least. They're having some great times, and they're having some great challenges as well. I think as a person, I've grown. There's certain things that I didn't anticipate that I would experience during this period that I have. And through it all, I'm really grateful to just have had the opportunity to serve.
Wow, it's really good.
Yeah.
Salma, I know before you got into the entertainment industry, you were part of another industry, teaching. I just want to know, how did you switch up? Like, okay, from being a teacher to now getting into this industry, and you're doing marvelous works.
Well, I mean, I didn't move from teaching to music because I taught for 3 years after getting qualified, and it was a great experience. But it was also, I got qualified really young. So in the years that I taught, and as fulfilling as they were, it was like, okay, I still want to explore what the world has. And teaching is such a noble profession, but it also means you have to dedicate your whole heart. People are depending on you. And so I wasn't ready. And then I moved into the retail space, and I did that for 6 years before I transitioned full-time into music.
Okay.
So, yeah, I haven't left teaching. I feel like my calling as an artist is very much about teaching.
Okay.
I feel like I try to make my art kind of wholesome enough so that there are lessons, there is some kind of way that I'm still being able to do that, and taking up mentorship for younger artists and young women, and trying to keep inspiring people as teachers do, hopefully through my work and whatever I can offer them in terms of support. So yeah, no, it's been smooth because it wasn't a direct jump, but yeah, I do miss it. I do miss it.
Would you go back to it, like maybe?
Definitely. I mean, we've talked about this before, and we have a little dream plan of how we're gonna keep impacting, and one of those things is me being actively involved in actually teaching people. but teaching them about, you know, the industry and maybe a music school one day, and you know, so I guess I just need to find what I'm going to teach at when, you know, which point in my life.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely go back for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm homeschooling now, so
Of course, I mean, the
I'm a
virus
teacher.
did that to everybody. So.
yeah.
Okay. So there was that 60 million Kwacha Youth Empowerment Fund, and I guess some of it was released to the association.
Not to the association.
Not to the association. No. Okay, I wanted to find out, how does one access that? Because I think it was for the entertainment industry.
I'm sorry.
I'm saying, how does an artist access that?
See, I need to hear it clearly. This is about money now.
Yes, it is about money. It is about money.
Money.
It is about money. 60 million Kwacha Youth Empowerment Fund.
Right.
So none of it was released to the association?
No, it wasn't released to the association. It was released to the entertainment sector.
It's an allocation, right?
Yeah, it was an allocation to the entertainment sector. And the entertainment sector is made of many different facets, you know, music, film, you know, literature, you know what I mean? So many different associations, and people that don't belong to associations. We're all, you know, aligned to be partakers of that 60 million.
Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't like 60 million was written and then was given to ZAM, and then ZAM is supposed to disseminate. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. So it was actually given to the CEC, and then the management team came from the National Arts Council, and then we only are part of the board that makes up you know, the framework that decides on how the whole money was allocated.
Okay, so how much of that portion was given to ZAM?
None was given to ZAM.
None?
No, we all had to apply for it. Everybody.
Okay.
All the artists had to apply.
Okay.
There was no handouts to any association or to anybody. We all had to create business. You know what I mean? Make you know, your business case, just the way that you do with the bank. You know, it was a loan, so we all had to apply individually, and made the best man win. So if you had the best project, and they, you know, the body that sat down to say this is the most viable project, they would get the money. And it was the consideration around it was purely about the industry.
Okay.
Which proposal would impact the industry more? So you couldn't say, oh, I'm Tivo, I want to go and create my studio. But how does the studio impact the community? That was the idea from the president.
Okay.
Create something that's going to help others, because it's a loan, but then you're going to create something to help others, make money, and then pay back, and then continuously help others,
right,
and so on and so forth. That was the initiative behind it.
Okay.
So you can't rear chickens.
No, you couldn't. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
It has to be an industry associated project.
So you have to sort of give back in the sense that
you're
you're taking
to
that
the industry. That's how we're going to grow it.
So create services that support the industry.
Okay.
Much. Yeah.
Okay. What is the one mistake you think musicians or artists rather make?
That's the one mistake?
Yeah. Like, what causes them to not grow as a brand? Because I've seen your brand grow, and it's amazing that you've actually maintained a standard.
Thank you.
But it's not everybody that attains that. So what is, like, maybe one mistake you'd actually say, like, okay, this is a mistake I keep seeing in this artist and this artist, no name dropping.
Yeah.
I just want to...
I could name, I'll give you a few names. Like
No. Just, just off the top,
Yeah.
what is the one mistake artists keep making that causes them to just sort of not grow?
A lack of seeking knowledge. You know, you have to, like, the world is moving constantly. You know, as the clock ticks, as the world revolves, things just constantly change. There are people out there that are constantly looking at different ways in which they can exploit different markets for different reasons. And so you can get caught up in what you did 20 years ago and be happy with it and say, hey, you know, I'm Mr. Tivo, I achieved this. And nah, it doesn't work like that. Constantly, I mean, Salma will tell you, I'm on the internet, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning, just doing my research constantly, you know. And I was just talking to Chuma about how, you know, we are the generational pioneers, yourself included. A lot of the stuff that you're doing now, you open up a door for younger presenters that are going to come and look up to you and say, I want to do what she did. And your job is to open the door so wide that they can see the future and see the things that they can do beyond what you've been able to do. And the only way you can do that is if you are in tune with the rest of the world. Like now we don't live in, you know, like how back in the day we were just like Lusaka and Copperbelt. Yeah, but now it's a global village. You know, you are competing with somebody that's living in Botswana, just like they're competing with someone that's in New York. So if you don't have the knowledge and knowledge only comes through research, then you'll be left out. And I find that's the biggest mistake that musicians make, or artists.
So let's play a game as a celebrity couple.
Ooh, game.
Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna ask random questions. Number 1, the parent that is usually labeled the bad guy. Who is the bad cop? Really?
You're supposed to be pointing. Point at me.
I plead the fifth.
How is she the bad guy?
He's the softie. He's so soft.
I think I'm soft with the girls. I think I'm soft with the girls, no? Yeah, with the guys too?
But I think he's the softie generally.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
And he just watches me have to do all the militant stuff.
Don't do this.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, no. To be fair, with every child, Tivo has actually like stepped up in that department. I think it was like easing in with the first child. It's like, oh, teach me the ways. But I think like, in as much as you say the girls, I feel like just having more children has made him feel like, okay, we need order. And he's a bit more involved, but I'm definitely the tough one.
If you know our kids, yeah, you have
need
to
order.
set some order.
You need order. But yeah, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy.
Okay. Favorite date night spot in the world?
I mean, I would do Disney every single time if I could. And it's
Yeah, I
been
think
one
I
of
think
our
Disney.
date
Yeah,
spots.
that
So
was
to me that's epic. Like if I had to choose anywhere in the world,
because
they
we
say you have
we
one
both
more
became
date.
kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
If today they said you have one more date,
Yeah.
I would go to Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite thing about your partner?
Physically or
Anything.
generally?
Anything. No, just keep it PG.
Well.
But yeah.
He's the kindest man I know, honestly. Like,
That's
it's
sweet.
not because, but he's very kind, not just to me and to our children, but just generally. Like, Tivo's kindness is probably his greatest quality. He's good at so many things, but yeah, if you can just be kind to people, you're a good person, period, So, yeah, his kindness.
Tivo?
Don't cry.
Yeah.
Bring your
Tissue.
tissues. Okay.
Yeah. No, she's very wise. My wife is an extremely wise woman.
Oh.
And in many ways, she's my backbone. And a lot of people say things like that. My wife is my backbone, but really, my wife really is. And there are a lot of times when, I come back with, questions about life in general, and I feel so beat down. And in the most subtle ways, she will say certain things that will just, lift me up and make me feel, 10 feet tall. It's just one of them. I mean, if you asked me for 10, that would have been an easier answer for me.
Oh, yeah?
Because I had to pick from her greatest qualities. I mean, just her relationship with my mother, for instance, is something that, for me, is amazing. She's actually better friends with my mom than she is with me.
Really?
And my mom and I are really good.
Okay. One thing you want to check off your bucket list before the end of the year?
Before the end of the year,
I want to have another baby.
Is that an
Go
exclusive?
tell the world.
On Entertainment Exclusive?
Before, I'm just saying,
An
exactly.
exclusive on Entertainment Exclusive,
I'm just
guys.
saying. So if you want to run with that, Tivo is trying to make Salma pregnant and have a baby by December. Because for some reason, I'm that husband that just wants to make my wife pregnant.
Guys, I think we're
People are
done. Like,
rude.
It's just like,
he just closed the show.
God,
How about you?
I mean,
Getting
I want to
pregnant?
travel to somewhere where I haven't traveled to in the last 3 months. Like, I just want to, if I can, I would love to. Like, it doesn't matter. And like you say, Samphia, I haven't done enough local tourism. So just somewhere I haven't been before and like fully take it in. Hopefully before 31st
You alone? You with the
December.
family?
No, I mean, however it works out.
Okay.
But I mean, I want to do something that I haven't done, be somewhere I haven't been before.
Okay, I guess we found the spot. You guys can take that trip and probably get your wish.
in 3 months?
In
Get
3
a baby in
months.
3 months?
Like a super baby. Super baby.
I was joking, for the record. Okay, don't get me on record.
Well, everything we see on TV is true. One mantra you live by.
I'm sorry?
One mantra you live by.
Everything with God. Like, that's just everything, literally. Decision making, the valleys, Yeah, it's just like, yeah, everything with God, everything. So in making my music and having a victory and having a loss, it's just like praise Him through it all. It's fine, it doesn't matter. And just knowing that like if I intentionally live my life and everything is with God, then it's whatever happens is meant to happen because I put Him there, you know. I'm just like, you are part of this equation, so yeah.
Okay.
Even if it's a 3-month gestational period and I get a baby.
Yeah, that baby. Baby's definitely coming.
I would be very talented to pull that one off. But yeah, mine, you know, I think it speaks back to what Salma said. You know, I just like to see people happy, and it's a strength in many ways, but in other ways I found that it could be perceived as a weakness. And the many times in my life when certain things have happened, and I thought, man, maybe I need to reposition myself. But I realized that when you're wired a certain way, that's just who you are. I wouldn't find joy being you know, anything else. I mean, Salma will tell you, I'm the kind of guy, I'll pull up the gas station, I don't know, the petrol attendant, I always find a way to always make them smile. You know, I'll pull up to, you know, Pick and Pay, and the cashier will be frowning, and I'll always say something just to make them smile, and I'll always leave them saying, you know, thanks, I needed that, you know.
And we love you, Pick and Pay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, I mean, I'm just saying, just generally, like, you know, people, we all get stressed in everything that we do. But I just like to make people smile. And I was the class clown, so, you know what I mean? I guess
me too.
that
So I guess
that kind of
we
helped.
both want it.
It kind of helped with me being this way when I grew up. So that would be my, you know, the mantra that I live by. Make people smile around you.
Thank you so much. This
See,
has
got
been
you to
fun.
smile.
Of course, I barely smile, but thank you so much.
No,
I've had so much fun with this interview.
Yeah, we've had fun with you too.
I hope next time I see you, probably have a baby.
Well,
No,
you want to see
guys,
us in
okay,
January?
Disclaimer, like, let's put it out there. No, it's a joke.
It's a joke, guys.
There's no spring baby. Yeah, no, but thank you for having us. It's
Thank
been
you so
awesome.
much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching. This has been Entertainment Exclusive. Be sure to catch us next week right here on S24's Spring TV. Ciao.